My name is Joe Chadwick III. I was 19 when I joined the Army in 1992, just a little shy of 18 years. My dad did it, my grandfathers did it, so I also wanted to follow in the same path that they did.
No, I'm Kyle Markham. I'm a captain, U.S. Army. I'm here at Fort Benning, Georgia, and my previous unit was 173rd Airborne. I joined because, same reasons a lot of guys do, because, for some adventure, for a unique experience that I can't get anywhere else.
This week on Veteran Outdoors, we're surprising 2 active duty Army veterans with some of the most unique and exciting trips we've been on. First Sergeant Joe Chadwick is about to return to Iraq.
And you skewered that sucker!
And Ranger Captain Kyle Markham is returning to active duty after a right leg amputation.
So this is yours.
That's
yeah,
cool, man.
Ready to go. Thank you.
Their stories will be told on this episode of Veteran Outdoors.
Several years ago, a small group of friends, both veterans and civilians, banded together to make a difference and to pay tribute to our country's veterans. The mission was simple: to honor our country's wounded veterans' service and sacrifice by surprising them with dream adventures. These are their adventures. These are their stories. This is their show. Veteran Outdoors, giving back to those who gave. Veteran Outdoors, presented by Ambush Firearms. Don't just hunt, ambush. Polaris, see the hardest working, smoothest riding off-road vehicle now at your local dealer. Charlie Bravo Aviation, freedom in private aviation. Anti-monkey butt powder, they cover our butts, let's help cover theirs. And U.S. Optics, engineered for superior performance.
Hello, Cody.
Yeah, right.
So we got this sweet intercom thing here that we can talk to each other even though he's right there. There's a door. Yeah, I'm just showing off our sweet high-tech intercom system.
Oh, yeah. Much easier than getting out or even talking through the door.
How's everything going over there?
It's good. I've got 2 computer screens. I've got 2 different things going on.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
How many airplanes do we still today?
3.5. Yeah.
The hanger fell on, or the half of the hanger didn't?
It fell on, but we had 4 planes returned to us today, so.
Awesome.
All right, man.
All right, later. Okay, I don't know how to hang it up. Yes, I'm getting Margie some directions to get Joe down here tomorrow and crank out some phone calls to find some airplanes.
Yeah? Doing all right?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
Right, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, we're just getting things. We're making it happen here.
We really are.
Yeah,
We really are.
I'm excited for Joe.
So what's the story with Joe, real quick? I mean, how did you guys get to know each other?
Me and his wife were drill sergeants together, believe it or not.
Oh, you and his wife were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he ran range control out there at Fort Jackson. We were out there.
So he's about to be deployed for his 3rd time?
3rd time, like starting the 1st of September. Hey Joe, how you doing?
What's up, man?
All right, man. What's going on? I'd like you to meet Cody.
Cody with Veteran Outdoors.
Hey, I'm Brad. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Well, I know how much you like to go fishing, and of course, before you deploy, we're gonna take you fishing down on the coast.
If you weren't expecting a fishing trip, we had to get you some gear. So this should serve you good. We got some stuff from Game Guard. Got a fishing shirt for you right here. And we've got a couple other things, a t-shirt. It's gonna be cold down on the coast sometimes, so we got you a sweatshirt. But we are running a little behind.
And then I can see you're not dressed for fishing, so what we'll do is we'll take a minute to get changed, and we'll get on the road.
Yeah, we need to hit the road. We got some guys waiting for us down on the coast, so.
What are we doing, checking bags?
Yeah, chicken bag. Where does it say 2?
San Diego? I guess that's right, I don't know.
Yeah. Would you rather go fishing in San Diego instead of Matagorda?
I'll be happy with either.
Well, I would rather go there.
Yeah.
Joe Chadwick is gearing up for his third deployment to Iraq. We can all understand when a first sergeant is a little stressed when getting his entire company ready for a deployment. What Joe needed before his third deployment the most was a good vacation.
Closed captioning is provided by Source One Distributors, committed to the mission.
Anti-Monkey Butt Powder understands the freedoms we have as Americans and supports Veteran Outdoors. They've donated thousands of items to our troops. And during this season of Veteran Outdoors, they will donate $1 to support our program, plus send an item to our troops for every bottle of powder purchased on their website. As someone who spends a lot of time outdoors, I know that chapped, irritated skin can ruin your day. Anti-Monkey Butt Powder helps you stay comfortable all day long. So remember, the troops are out covering our butts. Let's help cover theirs.
At Polaris, we designed a trail-dominating legend, the Sportsman XP, to lead a new team of smooth-riding trail runners. We made a versatile, powerful, mid-size Ranger, launching a new group of value-minded workhorses. And we made the ultimate hunting vehicle, the Ranger XP, even better, heading up a new team of hard-working hunting machines. From a #1 maker of ATVs and side-by-sides, Polaris, hardest working, smoothest riding.
They got the straw that you use.
I'm a hardworking American, raising a family, helping my neighbors, and appreciating the men and women in our armed forces. I also happen to sell private planes. Sure, there are celebrities who jet around the world, but 90% of the private aircraft in the U.S. are flown by small and mid-sized businesses. Companies that use planes to get to remote locations or respond in a crisis enjoy profitability that shows what a competitive advantage private aviation can be. A big thanks to the men and women who defend that freedom.
This segment of Veteran Outdoors is brought to you by Sport, the ultimate hydration and performance drink.
Welcome back to Veteran Outdoors. We've surprised First Sergeant Joe Chadwick with his dream adventure, spearfishing in the Pacific, before he heads out on his third tour to Iraq. Well, you know, we're out here on Shelter Island. It's the first morning. It's about 4:30 a.m. We got the boats waiting for us here. We're about to go out and see what the spearfishing is all about. I know you probably didn't plan on being out in San Diego today, but that's what this is all about. It's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Yes, very.
Veteran Outdoors has been invited to the first annual Operation Ocean Freedom in San Diego, California, and we think this is just what the First Sergeant needs.
You got anything, buddy?
The first day was knowing how to put on the wetsuit, knowing what to do in the water, how to adapt to the water, relax, be calm, make sure all your equipment fits and make sure it's properly fitted for you. Then swimming around, getting used to the water, looking at how the fish move around underwater. My first deployment was in Bosnia, peacekeeping mission, which was 10.5 months. Then I went to OIF 2, to Operation Iraqi Freedom. Then I went to Iraq again for my second deployment, and now I'm going on my third deployment coming up here in early September. If I had to redo my career again, yes, I would join, and I would have actually probably started my career earlier.
My name is Jeff Pape. We're on the Lucas J here today. We're about to take out some of the Wounded Warrior guys out, a little bit of spearfishing in San Diego.
All right, it's early, morning 2. This is the day of the big tournament. We went out for our little test run yesterday. Everybody had a great time. We all got acclimated to the water. Today we're headed out with Jeff Pape on his boat. Big, beautiful boat. Looks like we're gonna have some beautiful weather today, and we're really excited.
Coronados are about 18 miles offshore. They're in Mexican waters, and there's 4 islands that are there. The north tip, the North Island, is the one furthest to the west. You have the middle ground island, and then you have the large island, which is the South Island. And there's lots of different dieting areas. There's some with kelp. There's areas with big, large boulders. There's areas with big flat rocks. So it makes it very, very fun to dive.
So what do you think, Joe? Does that look about the right size for you, man?
Yeah. And our second day was fishing and hunting all at the same time, you know, and trying to shoot fish swimming through the water was a very interesting and exciting adventure. Special thanks to Los Pistoleros Diving Club for taking us out on their boats. I would like to thank Game Guard Camo and Army Bass Anglers for the gear. I would also like to thank Robert Parker for flying all of us out here to San Diego for this adventure.
Hey Joe, it's a lot harder to shoot a small fish than it is a big fish, brother. And you skewered that sucker. Way to go. Let's see that monster, man. Let's see that trophy. Oh, we got to get that mounted.
Joe, there's one other thing we wanted to present you. STI is a company here in Georgetown, and their specialty is pistols. They make the best ones out there. And so we have a 45 ACP, they call it the Spartan, and this pistol's for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your service. It's been an honor getting to know you.
My pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. I will be able to talk about this moment because it's my first time ever doing it, so it's something that you're not going to forget.
What started out as a small local project has grown into a nationwide movement.
It started just as an idea.
The Boot Campaign was created to generate American awareness about the needs of our military men and women returning home from combat.
I said, you probably have the best idea I've ever heard of when it comes to supporting the military.
You know, take a moment out of your busy day and put yourself in their shoes for a second.
Find out how you can help support the Boot Campaign by logging on to bootcampaign.com and get your boots on.
This segment of Veteran Outdoors is brought to you by Sport, the ultimate hydration and performance drink.
Currently, I'm attending the Maneuver Captain's Career Course. It's about a 5-6 month long course here in Fort Benning, basically to prepare you to go be a company commander.
We're at Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros. Veteran Outdoors was honored to be named the State Farm Good Neighbor for this game. Veteran Outdoor alum John Falkenberry has set the trap to surprise his good friend, Captain Kyle Markham.
I followed him out in the hallway, and all of a sudden I saw a whole bunch of people I didn't really recognize.
How's it going, man? Good to see you. It's been a while.
All right.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
How are you? Cody Hurt?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Kyle, I'm Brad Stripmatter. Nice to meet you.
Well, I want to let you know, John gave us a call a couple of months ago. Whenever he calls and refers somebody to us for one of our adventures that we do, a hunting and fishing adventure, you know, we take attention. And he called us up and referred you. Mm-hmm. So I want to let you know we're taking you on a surprise hunting trip tomorrow morning. Do you have any idea have any idea what we'd be hunting for this time of the year?
I have no idea. No.
Well, let me ask you this: when you went through your last phase of Ranger School down in Florida, were you worried about the gators in the bayous, in the swamps?
I was worried about when I was going to eat next more than anything. But
okay. Well, there's a bunch of gators down in Victoria right now that are worried about you coming after them. So we're going to go down to Victoria tomorrow and we're going to get you a monster gator.
How does that sound, buddy?
Wow.
Yeah. You know, that's usually the reaction we always get if they say anything.
Kyle, it's Drake McLean. Drake. D-R-A-Y-T-O-N.
He's the owner of the Astros.
Oh.
And I'd like to introduce you to the guys you've been sitting next to all night. This is
Mike.
Ourselves. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you.
So Mike's company, Wilbros, is the one that donated the tickets for you and John to sit down in the Diamond Club tonight.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We all owe you. Oh, we owe all of you, so thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
I didn't really know what to think. I'd never been alligator hunting before, but I was excited to go try it out, that's for sure.
Did you get that? She was just walking and just ran right into the trash can?
Veteran Outdoors was honored to be named the State Farm Good Neighbor for this game, and we've made sure Kyle and John have the best seats in the house for this surprise.
I'm from Colorado. I grew up in the Denver area. Before I joined the Army, I was pretty much just a student. I went to school, I went to college at Montana State University. Job I was doing over in Afghanistan, when I was there, I was a platoon leader. I was in the Rista Battalion for the 173rd Airborne, which meant I had a platoon of about 18 to 24 guys, depending on how many people we had out there at the time.
Why don't you tell them real quick what we're going to do here?
Okay. We're taking 6 boats out. The shooter boat's that one right there. You're the shooter.
Okay.
John, you're going to be the rope man. That's the fun part. And
I'm gonna make him angry.
And by the way, after we do that, we're switching. You're shooting the next one, and he's the rope guy.
Now, do you have a pistol or anything?
I don't.
Well, Brad, why don't you show them this? We might have something for you here.
How about a brand new Smith & Wesson 357 SIG?
I think that'll work.
Wow.
A gentleman by the name of John Runyon said, found out what we were doing, and he said this guy needs his own pistol. So he actually next dayed this to us. We got it yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is yours.
Load up. That's
yeah.
cool, man.
Ready to go.
Thank you.
Well, it's alligator season in Texas, and we've been invited by our good friend and alum, Randy Wyatt, to the best alligator hunting ranch in Texas. This paradise of a ranch is 9,000 acres, and the San Antonio River and Guadalupe River come together at this ranch and has formed a wildlife haven. The Womack Ranch works with the Wildlife Department's conservation efforts and helps to keep a healthy population. You know you're in store for an awesome trip when the packing list includes snake boots, pistol, and appetite and courage. More exciting alligator action is coming up when Veteran Outdoors returns.
This is the perfect hunting combo for our program. The 6.8 rifle offers low recoil yet provides enough firepower to ensure our hunters have enough gun. This lightweight design and monolithic upper and adjustable stock allows the hunter to quickly and easily set up the gun to their specific field. Each rifle is then topped with a US Optics scope, which features a wide field of view, low light performance, and a true diopter adjustment, which equals unmatched, reliable, on-target shot placement. Tim Kennedy, former Green Beret Special Forces sniper, Ranger, and big fan of this gun.
This segment brought to you by Masetta Land Solutions, helping landowners restore and preserve the beauty of the Texas Hill Country.
It was just really, I felt isolated within Walter Reed. This soldier's angel, which really was an angel, just came out of nowhere and was there for me.
A contribution to Soldiers Angels provides vital aid to wounded heroes through programs designed to give them hope, comfort, and dignity. Show your gratitude and may no soldier go unloved. To donate, visit soldiersangels.org.
Our main mission was basically to facilitate the ability to work with the local populace and provide security, as well as build a partnership between them and the Afghan government, and as well as being able to provide security for our combat outposts in the area. Initially, I didn't really understand the extent of my injury. You know, I knew my foot was messed up. I knew it hurt. I went through about 11 months of what they called a limb salvage before I ended up having my amputation, which was an elective amputation. But it was certainly the right choice because it was not just for my goal or desire to stay in the Army, but just a quality of life decision. And while I was in San Antonio, that's where I met John Falkenberry for the first time. I had known of John. He was in the same company I was in Afghanistan. He was in 3rd Platoon. I had 2nd Platoon. But his reputation had preceded him. He was very well thought of in the unit. So when I met him, that had carried over. And then, he ended up being one of my best friends in San Antonio, and him and his wife Sarah were just awesome. They had me over to their house more times than I can count, and he was great. I mean, he became a buddy of mine through all the rehab we did, and it was just nice to be there with somebody who had an understanding and shared a lot of the same experiences, because we had both been in the same place. Randy was just great. I mean, he couldn't have asked to meet a nicer guy, a more welcoming, just great guy. And he was kind of the one that helped run the show out there, as far as telling us how we were going to be taking out these alligators. He had John and I change off between either holding the rope that you would pull up to pull the alligator to the surface, and the other guy who would be shooting. And we kind of alternated back and forth based on Randy's discretion.
Back range 2010, baby. Oh, he's taking us. Get him. Look what you're bringing home, baby. Out of the boat. Oh my God.
I'd like to say a big thanks to the Womack family for having me out to the ranch and kind of hosting us for the hunt. And then also to Randy Wyatt for just facilitating everything and being just, amazing as far as welcoming and having everything out there for us, and really being a great guy.
Join us next week on Veteran Outdoors when we surprise Sergeant First Class Jared Eldred with a trophy whitetail hunt in beautiful Texas Hill Country. Our good friend, Texas music star Kyle Park, comes along to thank Jared for his service, Texas style. You won't want to miss this.
For more information on how to get involved or about the products and organizations that you saw in this episode, please visit veteranoutdoors.com.
This episode was made possible by Spec Ops and Texas Hunt Co.
Spearfishing today with Los Pistoleros.
All right, Brad. Yeah, you ready to get this gator?
Seriously?
No, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. Let's do it. Man, I got 10 right now.
Get the fingers while you can.
How many I have afterwards.